We should stop chasing and finding happiness and start cultivating joy in our everyday lives. I grew up watching movies and dramas on the television, from Disney movies, Barbie movies, cartoons, romances, and action movies. I've observed that happiness is something that is always valued and talked about. One day, while scrolling through my YouTube feed, I came across this interview of Maymay Entrata, a Filipina celebrity. What made this interview so memorable was when she said that she's not happy but joyful at the moment. I was intrigued by her statement because it was my first time hearing someone say that she's not happy but she feels joy. I thought to myself, why does she not feel happy? What is this joy? I was curious and I needed answers. My detective mode was on and I quickly researched joy. So here's what I've got and understood from my search in finding what joy is. Joy and happiness are often said and used interchangeably. These emotions are wonderful to experience but are very different. Joy is a fleeting feeling of a sudden spark that transcends through our bodies and leaves a good feeling like vibrations. So basically, when we talk about joy, it is a momentary experience of positive emotions caused by various factors. It carries no burden and expectations. Unlike joy, happiness is a product of pleasure and satisfaction. It is an emotion of feeling good which is being measured over time. Going back to what I've said earlier, why should we pursue joy instead of finding happiness? First, it is difficult finding something that is not existing. We cannot find happiness in places, in people, or in anything. Achieving genuine happiness is a destination we create throughout our lives. It's like an end goal we want to achieve. And what will help us in achieving happiness is collecting little moments of joy in our everyday lives. Those moments of joy in our lives will be the milestones that will lead us to happiness. That being said, we should remember that happiness and joy go hand in hand. In our today's society, we put a lot of pressure on the idea of happiness, with the expectation of owning it in the most grandeur way. In the process of our pursuit of happiness, we overlook joy. The truth is, we will never be happy without practicing joy. Joy is a perspective, an attitude we can choose to practice every day. We can weave those little moments of joy in our days, in our lives, and tune into them because all things or factors that will make us joyful are around us. We do not need to find them. So how can we be joyful? Where does joy come from? Let's start by looking at our surroundings. Daily, we can see and encounter things like polka dot patterned cloths, ice creams, bubbles, rainbows, colorful flowers, and even fireworks. Why do these things make us smile? Why do we feel positive emotions when we encounter them? According to Fidelli, a former design director at IDEO, certain objects and places elicit positive emotions. She said that although the feeling of joy is elusive and mysterious, we can access it through physical attributes, such as round things, bright colors, symmetrical shapes, a sense of abundance and multiplicity, and the feeling of elevation and lightness. Along with researchers and psychologists, Vitali then identifies the 10 aesthetics of joy, which are energy, abundance, freedom, harmony, play, surprise, transcendence, magic, celebration, and renewal. Things and places that bring us those aesthetics of joy, all of those make us joyful. And again, they are around us. We just need to change our perspective to see and understand that they make us joyful more than we realize.
Joyful moments may be fleeting,
But they are a powerful force that can lead us to happiness.
joy is as important as happiness.
And we should value it as much as we value achieving a happy life.
It will be hard for us to reach that destination in our lives where we are genuinely happy if we keep overlooking joy.
In our everyday lives. Always remember that our drive toward joy is our drive toward a happy life. Thank you.